The bracket challenge is underway. Opening weekend is complete. And this is our first update video to see how things are going in our client event, our client March Madness bracket challenge. Brother, did you enjoy opening weekend?
I had a great time. I had a great time. We got a few upsets. Michigan won and looked good twice.
Sit up a little straighter, brother. Let's see your shirt. Sit up a little straighter. Let the people know where the Bros Waggoner stand. That's right.
Very happy.
It was a big weekend, and I am excited. I'm thrilled to check in on the standings. You know, last year I was looking at last year, just as a quick update. You were leading after opening weekend last year.
Is that right?
Yeah. Do you remember that or no?
No, but I can't win, so it didn't matter.
Well, yes, you are ineligible. You were ineligible, and we made that clear to the people, but not a problem so far this year because the Brothers Waggoner are not at the top of our own particular bracket, which is unfortunate.
Nowhere to be seen right now.
Nowhere to be seen.
I will say this is my favorite group that has ever played our bracket challenge contest.
Tell me why.
We have an unprecedented 13 people that picked Michigan to win the Natty.
It's about time that our people started coming around to the Brothers Waggoner influence. And I do think we take credit for the influence. I think it has nothing to do with Michigan as a 1 seed. And I think it has to do with us and our influence on the people.
Yes.
More Michigan fans than ever. And I'm assuming all these people that have chosen Michigan to win it all are fans of the Maize.
One would assume. Yes.
That feels appropriate. Well, let's check in, brother. Let's check in near the top. We've got Jeff Hoovener. Is currently tied with who we lovingly call Aunt Stacy.
Aunt Stacy,
both top performances, and no coincidence, except that it is that they both picked Michigan to win it all. So that's good. Continuing down, just looking at the top 5, brother. We got Paul, we've got Grant, we've got Tom. And 3 of the 5 have chosen Michigan to win it all. So they should be staying atop, I would expect, right?
Yes. I'm not going to pick favorites, but I hope that Michigan wins it all.
Yes.
And these people, however it falls. But
yeah, I think the people that have chosen Michigan to win it all should be richly rewarded,
They should. Yep.
And so speaking of rewards, brother, we have some awards to give out.
We do.
We do have, and I didn't even pull up the rewards in front of me. Do you have the rewards in front of you, brother?
No, I don't. But Stacy and Jeff will have the first weekend.
Right.
And we didn't talk about this, the upset for the first weekend.
That's next on my agenda. We're going to have to make a decision on that. But first of all, you said, Jeff and Stacy will both be getting whatever the prize was for winning opening weekend. So big congrats to those guys. Let's break it down now, brother. We have to decide the biggest upset and not a lot to choose from. I thought it was going to be a clear Siena. I was excited at the possibility of Siena. Let's click into Jeff's bracket and just have a look at what even the options are, because there's not a lot of options. In my mind, the only one that makes any sense is going to be probably High Point.
I think that's where I'm leaning in. Iowa beating Florida last night was pretty big, but
that is big. But one of the things that we've talked, like that's a couple of big name, big conference schools. I think the spirit of this award, at least for me, is who's the little Cinderella team out of a mid-major or a teeny tiny MEAC school or whatever it is that's going to upset one of the big dogs. So I also thought, like Texas is an 11 seed beating Gonzaga.
Yeah, they're good though, man. They're good.
Yeah. So it just doesn't feel right to give that. Plus, those are both second round matchups, and there may not be much of anybody that had the upset like that. So coming out of that very first round, the round of 64 anyway, I think we've got to go High Point, don't you?
Yeah, I do too. I thought if Wisconsin caught fire, they might be Final Four team. So for them to go down first weekend, first game.
Did you pick High Point?
I did not. I had Wisconsin in the Sweet 16 before they got bounced.
Roger that. I did pick High Point.
Wow.
Because I had heard that High Point, I watched a lot of High Point basketball in
as you did.
Preparation for my bracket challenge. No, but I had heard that High Point was a legit team and that Wisconsin better watch out in the opening round. And the 5-12 is an ever dangerous seeding position.
It is. It is. Yep.
So I
Yep.
felt like that was it. So we've got Jeff and Stacy are gonna both win the opening weekend, which is great. Biggest upset, we're gonna go with High Point. Yes.
So you and whoever else picked them will get that prize.
I think I know that one. That one I think is a $5 Starbucks
Yeah,
gift
I
card.
think
So
so.
that'll be fun. Big Ten with an unprecedented number of teams. I forget how many it is in the Sweet 16. It's like five, I think.
Six.
Six. Yeah. I did see someone say the Big Ten might have six in the Sweet 16 and maybe one in the Final Four. but but we'll see. We know who that one's going to be.
That's right.
Brother, final question for you as we wrap up week one. Is your Final Four still intact?
It is, brother. I've got Michigan, I've got Duke, I've got Arizona, and I've got Houston, and all are in good shape.
Brother, I have the same exact Final Four as you. I have the same
Nice.
exact. So
Who's in your final game then?
Michigan Duke,
Yep.
which
Same.
is like it's I know that's kind of the obvious pick, but it just makes the most sense to me too.
Yeah,
So
it does. It does.
and we'll
Oh,
see what
Sienna,
happens.
though, if they would have come through. Oh, man.
Oh, what a thrill it would have been. We would have sent everybody a $5 Starbucks gift card just because it would have been so incredible. That would have been the
Yeah.
third time, right, that a number one seed would lose to a 16, I
Yes,
think.
ever. Yeah. And it would have blown my whole bracket, and I don't care because it would have been
That
the best thing ever.
that's one of those things that unless you're a Duke fan, nobody cares that your bracket is busted if it's
Right.
16 over a 1 or even like a 15 over a 2, so you got to root for those. Those are
Yeah.
delightful.
Yeah.
Roger that. Well, it was a fun opening weekend. I think the best basketball is yet to come as we have better and better teams just squaring off this
Yeah.
week.
There's some really competitive matchups Thursday and Friday. So that should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun as long as the boys from Ann Arbor continue to roll. The Brothers Waggoner will show up on these videos in a great mood. So
We will. We will. Yes. I hope next week we're talking about them in the Final Four.
that'll be fun. That would be great. So, but congrats to Jeff and Aunt Stacy and everyone who picked High Point. We will get your prizes out to you ASAP.
We will.
And enjoy more basketball this coming weekend, along with opening day of Major League Baseball. What a big weekend of sports we have coming, brother.
Huge week. Huge
I'm
week.
excited. All right, we'll see you next time.
And we do real estate.